Geralt, you managed to get out of prison.
I did, though it wasn't easy.
I've heard about your deeds.
I see you're working at the hospital.
I'm fighting the plague. No time for chit-chat.
When can we talk?
I've a room in the northern end of town. Stop by after work.
Okay.
Quickly, I need to get back to work.
How can I help?
Your skills are no good here.
Shani, I do other things besides kill.
We don't have a cure for the plague yet, but did you know Rusty?
Don't recall.
Before the plague took him, he discovered certain plant extracts retarded the disease's progress.
You need those plants?
Yes, the best one's celandine. Unfortunately, it's only found on swampy ground.
I'll try to help.
Every blossom counts. Bring at least 5 sprouts.
Here's the celandine.
Excellent. I'm really grateful.
It was nothing.
If you need anything, let me know.
I need to talk to you.
Can it wait?
Well, I suppose.
Visit me at home. The hospital's no place for personal matters.
Lady, bless this great Melitele. Look favorably upon your patient.
What's he want? Say something!
Does Shani live here?
Yes? They send you from the hospital? You certainly look ill. Gods are punishing you.
Yes, I'm from the hospital.
You can go upstairs, just don't force yourself on the girl.
Finally, you found me.
Looks like it.
How'd you get past the old hag?
That nice lady downstairs?
She's made my life hell.
Girls your age should be married.
That's what she thinks.
Is your rent low at least?
At least my rent is low. Doctors earn little in Temeria. Many leave.
You stayed.
Someone had to.
Anyway.
Yes?
Shani, I wanted to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you saw Cohen shortly before he died.
That's right. How did you know?
I found his sword.
He died during the battle at Brenna, on my operating table.
You were a medic at Brenna?
I worked alongside a surgeon named Rusty, best doctor I ever knew.
Knew?
He died when the Catriona plague erupted, in Maribor. Though a halfling, he could operate like no one else. He made everything seem simple. Stitch red to red, yellow to yellow, white to white, and everything will be all right. You wouldn't understand.
Sorry, Shani, I didn't know him. Do you know anything about this sword?
No, but you should ask the dwarf, Zoltan Chive. His knowledge of weapons is unmatched. Yes?
Shani.
I wanted to talk.
What is it?
Sometimes I dream about the Battle of Brenna, the massacre.
I'm sorry.
But that's it. I'm not sorry. I wake up refreshed and it's like I'm used to suffering. Does that make sense?
It does.
Thanks. Sometimes it's good to share.
Don't mention it.
Yes?
What do you know about my silver sword?
What, me? A simple dwarf?
Shani insisted your knowledge of weapons is unequaled.
All right. Silver-plated blade, a steel core, suited to a two-handed grip. Decent workmanship, not perfect. I don't know runes for shit.
Thanks.
No problem.
Farewell.
a traveller from distant lands. He has lost something he now seeks.
What shall I call you?
Vaska, the village eldress.
Geralt. Witcher. What do the villagers do?
We mine clay and produce bricks.
I see none working.
Hard times. Speak. What do witchers do?
We solve problems.
Want to ask something?
Has another Witcher been here? Berengar?
He has, asking different questions about those alchemies. The alchemist Kolkstein must have sent him. Then we happened upon his gear in a clay pit, covered in blood.
Thanks, Vaska.
White-haired one. There were signs of fighting there, and not with monsters. He was attacked by men. Beware of flaming lizards and dry ones. I need you alive.
Do you have monster problems?
Indeed. Creatures have made nests in the clay pits.
What are they like?
As if drowned, then resurrected.
Drowners. I can finish them.
We're poor folks. I can pay no more than 50 orens.
That's enough. Where are they?
Towards the landing, but take the other road at the fork. At its end you'll spot our tormentors.
Kolkstein, an alchemist, claims you know about the mage from the tower and the guard.
A powerful sorcerer once lived in the swamp, an apprentice his only companion. All changed when a woman entered his life.
A fairy tale beginning.
But the end differs, for a wicked woman she was. He fulfilled all her wishes and she took advantage of his might.
Who was she?
Unimportant.
I'm listening.
Blind love spelled the mage's demise. He called upon forces he could not control and died.
What about the guard?
The mage's lover could tell fortunes, and the mage created a deck of extraordinary tarot cards. He illustrated a future event on each card.
And?
Golems guarded the mage's dwelling. Those spared the ravages of time survive at the cemetery, where they remain motionless.
One of them is the guard?
Yes, the most powerful golem acted as sentry. The tower card depicts how the golem can be revived. In turn, this will open the tower anew. Take this card. I no longer need it.
What was that?
Want to... The lords are coming.
Shove off.
Who's above the lords?
What is this crap?
I will fall on my face into dust. The lords approach like rising waters.
Hey.
They ascend like kings to the throne.
You want a thrashing?
I call thee from the depths. Come!
What the hell?
For I tell thee, who is above the lords? This is boring. I will fall.
Hey.
They ascend.
You want to thrash?
I call thee.
What the heck?
For I Want to ask something?
I've killed the drowners.
You showed us mercy, yet I deceived you. I can offer no money, but you cannot leave unrewarded. Take this amulet. It's Kezath, the symbol of mercy.
Will do.
Wonderful. Now we prepare for the coming of the lords.
Who are these lords?
We worship them and receive the grace of those from the eternal deep.
I keep thinking of the fish people, Vodunoi.
How dare you! Those names offend the lords.
May your roads be straight.
Tell me about the waters.
The
of
day
your
is
father.
nigh when we shall sit
Hagar
by the
Malkul
water.
Galar.
May the dry lands be
Water
cursed.
lords,
I summon ye.
The water lords are nigh.
Let's discuss a job.
Please help. One of our children is missing. The boy has always returned quickly until now.
Perhaps the water beast ate him.
Blasphemy. The druids must have him to transform into a dryad.
All right, I'll look for the boy.
May your roads be straight.
What was that? Tell me about the waters of your father. Recently we celebrated the birth
Perhaps
of
you'd
triplets.
settle down here.
A good omen. We could use a warrior for protection.
Gnawed human bones? Brains? I'm gonna puke.
This will be my home.
Is that skull and brain human?
Yes.
And the meat?
That too.
Plates. A mug.
Now, don't get agitated. Listen to my reasons.
What reasons might a cannibal have?
You look pale. Care to eat something?
I'm looking for a child, the brickmaker's little boy.
What are you implying?
Just asking if you've seen him.
Well, I don't know anything about that. And I don't like children.
I find that hard to believe.
You look...
Why do you eat human flesh?
Well, I enjoy it. It has health-giving qualities, and it tastes like chicken. A pound of human flesh provides the equivalent of...
Spare me.
Well, you asked. I do follow certain rules. For instance, I never consume children.
Truly praiseworthy.
Well, no need for sarcasm. Well, occasionally I polish up a druid or a brickmaker, but I especially savour elf meat. It's aromatic, naturally infused with scents of roots and spices.
What about dwarf meat?
Well, veiny and stringy. I believed I tasted it once, but in truth I'm unsure it was dwarf meat. To my embarrassment, I was forced to fight a drowner for it. The bloody scrap that was my share had little to identify it.
Enough.
As you wish, I'll say no more.
You don't deserve to live.
Well, you can always kill me, but I'm of greater use alive. I've vast knowledge and I know this swamp well. I could be of assistance to you.
Like I believe you. You'll flee as soon as I leave.
No, I'm too old to run again. I'd not deceive you. You've come to the swamp on an important mission. Completing it must be of greater import than one old monster. Mark me, I hold answers to many questions.
I won't be swayed. Die, cannibal. even a dryad. This must be the Druid's Grove.
Welcome to the Druid's Grove, traveller.
Greetings.
Marvellous place. I come here when I need to think, and the peacefulness helps clear my mind. Even a witcher is welcome here.
One more word about my accepting my otherness and finding the home I never had, and I'll cry like a baby.
Sarcasm only serves to expose your inhibitions.
Ooh, an elven psychoanalyst.
I spent decades among humans. I find your kind as complicated as the schematics of a flail.
Decades? Live that long among humans, you're bound to become more like them than you ever wanted to be.
Are you speaking from experience, Monster Slayer?
A sharp wit. I'm Geralt.
My name's Yavin.
Let's talk.
Yes.
I'm looking for witcher's work.
Then I'll ask you a favour. I need a letter delivered to Vizima, where I'm not welcome. As a witcher, you should find little difficulty tending to monsters on the way and avoiding trouble with the guards at the city gates.
Who's the letter to?
I'd be obliged if you could deliver it to Vivaldi, a dwarf living in town, and then return his reply to me.
I'll do it. I'm going to Vizima anyway.
Thank you. Yes.
What can you tell me about your kind? What makes you elves tick?
Let us pray beneath the trees, for the trampled heather, for blood that has been shed, for fate that has been destroyed.
I'm not sure I'm understanding this.
For death inflicted by sword, for the pain of others and our own.
See you later.
Gwynblade.
Gwynblade. What's that mean?
White Wolf.
You know me?
Your name precedes you.
You may know more than me. I remember nothing of my past.
Some things are better forgotten. Nevertheless, I do feel sorry for you.
Can you help?
Sadly, no. Perhaps my sisters from Brokilon could help, but they are far away.
Tell me about Brokilon.
Brokilon is the Dryad homeland, a wilderness untouched by humans. Those surrounding Brokilon wish to claim our forests, and thus humans and Dryads fight continuously along the borders.
Who is winning?
Our archers are matchless, but how long can we resist the brute force that rendered humans the world's rulers?
So you agree with the elves and dwarves fighting for independence?
Those children? They have long forgotten the struggle's meaning, craving blood and revenge, having only contempt for humans. They fail to see they begin to resemble the humans themselves. We merely defend our home, Gwynblade, and have no ambition of driving humans into the sea.
Why don't you reach a compromise with the humans?
Ha! You treat concessions as weaknesses and believe acts of goodwill are traps. You will never accept our otherness.
Tell me about your lives.
Brokilon is our home, Ithlin our lady. We live in harmony with the forest, flowing through the thickets and knowing the forest's secrets.
Are you happy?
Like humans, we have joys and sorrows, though our end is near. The war with the humans continues, and our numbers diminish.
Tell me about Brokilon.
Brokilon is the Dryad homeland, a wilderness untouched by humans. Those surrounding Brokilon wish to claim our forests, and thus humans and Dryads fight continuously along the borders.
Who is winning?
Our archers are matchless.
That's sad. The obelisk seems ancient. Pity I don't understand these runes.
What is it?
I seek a boy missing from the brickmaker's village.
I've not seen him.
The brickmakers claim you changed children into dryads.
Fools! Only adults are accepted here. Children would only trouble us. As for dryads, ask them yourself.
Farewell.
What, White Wolf? Gwynblade.
I seek a boy. The brickmakers claim druids seized him to transform him into a dryad.
Only girls can be dryads, no boys here.
Just wanted to make sure.
I would show you where young dryads come from, but
Yes?
I wish to remain faithful to the Brochelon tradition. We only take in men to procreate and just the strong and agile. We want the girls born of their seed to inherit their father's fortitude.
I've been accused of many things, but lack of physical prowess is not among them.
I believe you. But the ritual requires a man to prove himself a skilled hunter. Bring me a wolf's pelt. You have proved yourself a skilled hunter. Yet one obstacle remains.
What's that?
Witchers are sterile. We dryads don't acknowledge intimacy without procreation.
Intimacy without procreation can be good.
How?
Sex relieves stress, improving body and mind.
We dryads must be vigilant and agile to defend our home. And my body demands love.
Would you like to be with me?
Yes, for the day.
Come.
The Water Lords and I!
The druids didn't take your boy. If I find him, I'll see to his safe return.
The boy is gone. A warning to all. We must prepare.
Prepare for what?
The Water Lords and I!
Farewell.
Pray and you shall be elevated.
Bandits came in
The
quite...
salamanders know.
They threatened us.
What did you say?
My faith in the Lords is strong, and I said nothing, even under torture. No one in the village spoke a word.
Pray and you shall be elevated.
Thank you, friend. The bandits will threaten you no more.
May the Water Lords lead you along straight paths.
Take care.
What was that? Tell me about the waters of your father. May the dry lands be cursed. Hagar Malkub Galag. The day is nigh when we shall sit. Aye. I'm glad we can't produce bricks. More elves in the area. I fear they plan. My father and grandfather baked bricks. No doubt.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
I'm here about the notice.
You have Al Ghul marrow for me?
Yes, 3 fresh doses.
Splendid. Take this gold. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes?
Vaska helped me locate the tower tarot card. It describes how to wake the sentry.
Let's see this card. Interesting. Much depends on interpretation, but I think I understand. Alchemists find it easier to understand other alchemists.
Enlighten me.
The sentry can only be woken if it's near the tower, which it is, and by using a lightning rod.
A lightning rod?
The drawing depicts a man in a crown, a reference to King Herman the Mad?
Who's Herman the Mad?
Herman used to ascend a tower during storms and insult the gods. A hostile faction carried out a coup by removing the lightning rod from the tower.
An interesting story.
You'll need a device that attracts and conducts lightning. Put plainly, a solid metal rod. A good smith should be able to forge one for a decent price.
What next?
Yes, we'll need a thunderstorm, but I have no idea how to make Mother Nature cooperate.
I'll think of something.
When you have everything, attach the lightning rod to the sentry. Energy from the lightning bolt will revive the golem.
What next?
No idea, but you'll manage. If you kill the golem, you'll be able to make a rare potion requiring his heart. Here's the formula.
We'll see.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
See ya.
What brings you here?
I have a message for you from Yevon.
Yevon? I don't need to read it. I know what he wants. Witcher know that whether elf, human or dwarf, they all want the same thing.
Gold?
Gold indeed. If you care to drop by later, you can collect my answer to Yevon.
Agreed.
But don't count on getting any gold from me. Yevon has doubtless promised you some already.
Yes?
Farewell.
What a downpour.
Need something?
Will you sell me your wares?
Zoltan praised you, so we can trade. If you care to buy something, see my apprentice. I do the forging and handle special orders.
Would you make me a lightning rod? A long metal?
I know what one is. We used them in Mahakam when humans still prayed to storms. You haven't learnt much about lightning rods since.
Can you make a lightning rod?
Are you trying to offend me, or can't you control what you say? I can, for 50 orens.
Deal.
Come back later. Shit in my boots. Need something?
The lightning rod?
It's ready. 50 orens.
50 orens, like we agreed.
What brings you here?
Have you finished your answer to Yavin?
Yes, here it is. The elf will surely reward you.
Let's hope you're right.
The begotic plant should be blooming in the swamp.
I understand its value.
The drug it makes.
I wade
You don't know what?
Yeah, and I love to dance. I like
Okay.
Great. Begotic blossoms look like red orchids. Clumps grow throughout the swamp. Sell them to the ferryman. Ask those living in the swamp.
I'll deliver them.
Good sir. Do you need a boat?
Yaron sends his greetings. I have the herbs.
Finally.
Here, 5 beggar-tick blossoms, as agreed.
400 orange and give my best to Yaron.
I'll be sure to.
What do you want?
I'll find you later.
Speak.
The ferryman paid me for the herbs.
About time.
Here's your share.
Real pleasure doing business, Witcher.
Likewise, Yaron.
Speak.
Are you responsible for the logging?
No, we scare off wood.
Godspeed.
Ah, Witcher.
You've been busy. A training camp?
We must train to fight effectively.
Really think this band of warriors can accomplish something?
Can a few stones turn into an avalanche? Can an entire city burn down from just one spark? No need to answer. We both know the truth. Yes.
Got more work for me?
You proved apt at moving around the swamp, and performed a favor for us. There is something.
I'm listening.
I've heard that Knights of the Order of the Flaming Rose have entered the swamp. Those fanatics detest non-humans. They'll come for us sooner or later.
What's it to do with me?
I'd like you to lead the unit to the Golem burial ground, where Karen await with a weapons shipment. If matters turn dire, I expect you to prevent the unit from dispersing.
All right, I'll help. But tell me who the Havkaran are.
I'm gratified. Hawkers, as humans call them, supply weapons to our units. Waste no more time, the unit is ready. May your footsteps be soft, your breathing relaxed, and fight bravely.
Are the knights a serious threat?
They're heavily armored. You best prepare. I heard witches augment their fighting prowess with potions.
Yes, they'll be useful.
Yes.
I have Vivaldi's response.
He sends words, not gold. I suspected as much.
So my effort was in vain?
Quite the contrary, Witcher. Vivaldi either will not or cannot help us. Crucial information regardless. Did he say why he refused?
Vivaldi's gone bankrupt.
Interesting. The bank functions, yet Vivaldi is bankrupt. Thank you, Geralt. I have an idea.
When will this end?
I detest you, Dwan.
The Dwan are dead. We should return.
Very well.
Shit in my boots.
When will this end?
Yes.
I led the unit to the burial ground and we ran into some knights of the Order.
I assume you were victorious. I'm highly pleased, Witcher. Here is your reward.
But we found neither hawkers nor weapons.
We'll acquire weapons. The Dwan will come for our gold. Most importantly, the Order has been beaten. You will hear of me yet.
I'm sure I will.
I conducted a little investigation into that Witcher who roamed the swamp before you.
Learn anything?
Yes. He was seized by Dwan wearing the Salamandra sign. Apparently, he offered no resistance.
So he isn't dead. But why did he hide his gear?
Maybe he foresaw their coming. Look out for yourself, Gwynblyde.
Thank you, Yavin.
What is it? What is it?
Aren't those wyverns?
Wyverns, indeed.
How did you master them?
Tamed them through hard work. I guarantee they're not drugged or their wings clipped. See for yourself.
Any accidents?
Only the fool who tried to brush a wyvern's teeth.
I see.
Any other questions?
You druids control nature's forces, right?
No, we cannot. Rather, we live by its rhythms.
You train wild animals, and you can stir up a storm?
No, I mean yes, but not by force.
Well, I need a tempest with thunder and lightning. Can you create one?
I can, but as I said...
I'll pay. Call it a donation toward the prevention of further devastation of the environment.
500 orens.
That's too much.
Things are getting more expensive, and we have to live somehow.
500 it is.
Come back when you're ready.
Here's 500 orens. I await my storm.
It's no easy feat. I'm no common mage, harnessing storms with absurd stone posts.
What posts?
Anyone magical can activate the 3 stone posts at the Golem burial ground. They attract lightning.
Maybe I can use the posts to wake the golem.
Fortunately, that creature stands beyond the post's range. Experimenting with nature's forces can only bring misfortune.
How are the posts activated?
Touch them while intending to attract a storm. But danger abounds. A careless instant can cost your life.
I'll be careful. Farewell.
I know your intention, Witcher, and I would prepare. Imbibe some of those potions, for you'll need them.
A witcher without potions is half a witcher druid.
Well, 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 what do we have here?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend precedes you. How can I help?
I'm looking for some information. Is this where I'll find it?
Good question. I used to work for the lawyers Codringer and Fenn. Satisfied?
The names mean nothing to me, but I'll assume that's a recommendation.
As a professional, you understand information has its price.
I'll pay.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
What's it like being a private eye?
Lousy work in a town full of dirt and conspiracies. I spend most of my time spying on nobles and rich burghers who cheat on their wives. You can't imagine what people are capable of.
I don't think I care to imagine.
I recently followed Morton, commander of Foltest's palace guards. Heard of him?
I don't think so.
I saw him in the stables with 2 young pages. You wouldn't believe.
I've heard enough.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
I'm interested in the people who wear salamander pins.
Just so happens I know a thing or two. Before I go on, I wouldn't mind knowing what your interest in the case is.
Azar Javed. Name mean anything to you?
I've heard it. Why are you looking for Javed?
Let's just say my boots do a rendezvous with his ass.
Usually I charge for information, but I'll give you this bit for free. I've been working on that case for a while.
Personal matter or a commission?
I'll risk trusting you. Let me tell you a story. A happy couple once lived in Vizima, ordinary as fish in a pond, with a 10-year-old boy. One day the father returned home and was puzzled not to be greeted by his son, his dog, or the smell of dinner on the stove. He suspected nothing until he found the dog dead, shot in the muzzle with a heavy crossbow. He wasn't even sure it was his dog, but then he found his wife pinned to the kitchen door with a spear. He searched the house in vain for his son. The culprits hadn't left a trace. To make a long story short, Vincent Mice had to close the case. No witnesses, no evidence. Except 6 months later, a monster's corpse turned up in a trash heap. Eyes like festering wounds, pale, rough skin, unnaturally muscular body. Everyone had forgotten the murder and disappearance. Almost everyone. See, the missing boy had one characteristic feature, a 6th toe. Only the parents knew about it. Always had trouble finding shoes for the kid. And the dead monster had an identical 6th toe. The father has devoted his life to tracking down the murderers.
I hope he finds them.
Back to reality. This is what I've managed to learn. Azar Javed, a Zerrikanian sorcerer, leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous than a pit of Kikimors, but unfortunately out of my reach. With his contacts and resources, he's got almost free reign in the city.
I got a taste of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect Salamandra has built a large-scale operation, with gold simply greasing the wheels of their political ambitions. They're conducting genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Who's working for Javed? Any guesses?
The captain of the guard who dropped that investigation disappears nights. Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
We might have one more lead. The city guards detained someone who could provide information.
The guards at the city jail?
Yeah. Find a way to question that prisoner. In the meantime, learn what you can from the guards.
Count on it. People open up to me all the time.
His information could be priceless. Good luck.
Know anything more about the Salamander prisoner?
He may be one of the leaders, though in this town the guards capture pawns while the big fish swim free. We'll know for certain once you question him.
We'll see.
Just one thing. I think you're being followed.
Any suggestions?
Wait here a while. Make them nervous.
Surprise those who want to surprise you. I'll leave at midnight.
The Witcher is taking his time.
He must have left a different way. No matter.
Seems true. I assume the trap is set?
Indeed. Tend to your tasks in the trade quarter.
I'll leave the matter to our best agent.
I have questions.
Ask.
Know anything about this salamander prisoner?
Why would I tell you? The captain would kill me.
Maybe I can persuade you.
Powder would help. I never turn down good phys-tech.
Tell me about that salamander prisoner.
But... I hardly know anything.
Where is he?
They took him to Lebiota Hospital.
Thanks. See ya.
I'm sleepy.
Stay away from the prisoner. Stay away from the prisoner.
I want to ask some questions. Shh, he's talking.
Kalkstein. He's passed out. Shove off.
There's a commotion in the corridor.
Bloody thugs. Ram's meat sent them. Not enough pay for this. Bloody thugs. Ram's meat sent them.
Looks like I have to deal with the...
Are you lost?
Who lives here?
Don't answer a question with a question.
Let me rephrase.
Some nerve. This is Ramsmeat's house, and he never spoke of a visiting mutant, so scram. Looking for something?
I'll be going. Looks like I have to deal with these idiots.